about 9:30. What's going on? Palmetto, what's up, dude? How are you? It is warm in here. I'm going to turn the air on. What's going on, everyone? Who do we got? Palmetto, Kiri. What's up, Kiri? Sterling, Toy Town, Jeremiah. Hope you're having a great night. Yeah. Byron Roberts. Swelling is going down, so I'm doing good. Good. Seaside Short. Paul Bennett. What's up? Francesco. Benjamin Brewer. What's up, guys? Gold Leader. Larry Roberts. Simmerwell. What's up? Dude, your duty belt is kick ass. Which one did you get? Which duty belt do you have, man? Justin, what's up? DJ Guzman, 33 months. What's up, buddy? We stayed close. We ran to Jackson today. Needed a service on the 4Runner, 80,000 mile service or 85,000, whatever. Hit up like some pet shops. There's really no like independent pet stores anymore. There's a PetSmart and a Petco, but they don't have animals, right? Like that's what I was saying on when I was recording today. I'm like, you know, most people, most kids have never seen like an actual good pet shop, like from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Like shit. Like we were talking last night. I think we were saying every Walmart and every grocery store had a fucking fish tank full of live lobsters. Like kids will never see that shit. There used to be a department store in downtown Nashville, a big department store, and it had guns and material. It had a fucking petting zoo. They had chimpanzees in there. They had alligators, all kinds of crazy shit. Like kids they'll just never see that shit anymore. So we ran around, crabs, yeah. So we ran around, we went to a place called Birdie Town, and they've got like they had some snakes and stuff. Just nothing that I needed, nothing that we wanted. They had some birds, some cool birds, but like little birds. I found a guy's got a scarlet macaw right now, and another guy's got a blue and gold. I think I want some big parrots. I'm a member, and I'm wondering why I can't download the podcast. It has nothing to do with us, Big D. It's something we've gone all through that. I have nothing to do with any of that shit. It's something on YouTube's end. Isaac Barrett, what's up? Kevin, Ed Cilio, 8 chicks hatched, 13 soon out of 20. Nice. Sale barn. We have a sale barn here, but they don't do like exotics or anything. They don't have anything like super cool. There's in Tennessee, you have to be registered as a breeding station. I think that's what they call it. So Wildlife Authority can come unannounced and check all your shit. If you're doing like animals that you're producing to sell for exotics, so like monkeys, servals, ocelots, bobcats, stuff like that. Kangaroos, I think, fall into that. You can buy them and not have any like oversight, but if you're breeding them to sell them. Got my first hamster at a sale barn for $1. That's cool. Yeah, we had a store called, I don't remember what it was called. It was just like a general store. It just had all kinds of shit. It had a Hallmark in there and everything. And they had a wall of fish and hamsters and budgies, little parakeets and shit. Want a pack of livestock guardian kangaroos? It's totally doable, man. It's totally doable. Make sure to back all the way out of your YouTube search until you get to the main screen, then try. Sometimes mini player doesn't work if followed by a link. Interesting. Good info. Used to be a pet store in the mall with everything from puppies to, yeah, we had those too. We had pet stores in almost every major mall in San Diego, and they had dogs, they had cats, hamsters, parrots, snakes, lizards, paws, claws, and fins. That's a good name. What is Bear's channel name? Bear Independent. It's Bear Independent. His other backup channel is the Blue Collar President. And then he's got, you know, Patreon and all kinds, like his Patreon is very active. There's a ton of content on his Patreon. Finally finished. Right on, Angie. You like meth? Okay. Getting for a minute. Chuck, what's up? You got knocked the fuck out. You got banned, dipshit. So we did that. We went and checked out an abandoned radio station, which was uneventful. We were there 10, 20 years too late. We none of the equipment was there anymore, and it was warning. Getting for a minute. Warning: a virus has been detected within your system. In order to prevent possible modification of your channel and tracking of your iOS data. This sounds like bullshit. So it's a beautiful piece of property. It has a house that's kind of on an island. There's a pond built mostly around it, and it was just like a house. The doors were kicked open on the back. Nothing super cool. And then we went and looked at a bunch of like mobile sheds, buildings, tiny houses. It would be hilarious if he was just a math Asian with an unfortunate time typo. Maybe. Petland, yep, Petland. We had Tirasan. We had an actual standalone pet store in our plaza, and then we had the store, like that 5 and Dime store or whatever it was, that had pets in it. And this was, you know, before we ever had. We had 2 or 3 pet stores growing up in Tira through from like 3rd grade to, you know, 10th grade, and then Walmart came in, not in Tira but 10, 15 minutes away, and they had, you know, a pretty decent fish section. And looking at like fish stores, Walmart was lame, but nowadays, like, you miss the Walmart fish section. I'm in all these reptile groups, and for some reason they send me, like, I get private messages in this group messaging thing, and they all have animals they're trying to adopt out, which means they're for sale, but they're all like the same shit. Just got mom packed in record time today. Tomorrow she moves to Georgia to live with my sister and her family. 88 years of crap to organize and pack for donations. Just light mine on fire when I'm too old. We won the KFC bucket. I don't know what that means. Pierre, what's up? Now we just buy dogs from shitty Facebook dealers. Man, Facebook makes it so fucking difficult. But Craigslist is still there and very active. We won the KFC bucket. It's a baseball tournament. Got it. Got it. Your children were playing in that game, Warren? Woolworths, yeah. We had a Woolworths in Mission Valley, and it was like 2 stories. I think there was even a 3rd level to it. They had guns, and they had a record department in there. Bought a house on Craigslist in 2014. I had forgotten all about Craigslist. Like, I hadn't seen Craigslist in, shit, 10 years probably. But I'm on Craigslist every day now. Just got an ad from a book titled Throwing Away Your Shit. Nobody wants your trash. In Prince George, British Columbia, Kids don't play till tomorrow. Got it. Okay. So you played today? Is that what you're saying? We had a department store called Swollen's, sold reptiles and all kinds. That's cool. Yeah, times have changed, man. Like, think about that. Like, young kids right now will never even go to a department store. We drove by a shopping mall today that had fucking plants growing through the asphalt and shit because there's no anchor store there. Like, Sears is gone, so it's fucking hood rat as shit. It's fucking Chargers and Challengers and fucking fat girls wearing dresses that are 4 sizes too small. It's fucking wild up in that motherfucker. Lots of weeds and shit. Brother had a ferret when I was a kid. I thought I wanted ferrets, and when I was an adult and could have ferrets, I got 3 ferrets, and we got rid of them motherfuckers pretty quick. Yeah, Section 8 shopping center. I'll bet they got fucking like financing, buy now, pay later at all those stores. You found a corgi on Craigslist? Pop-ups in the park. Yeah, dude, we went to a shopping center in Cool Springs Mall, right in Franklin or Nashville, there somewhere. It's a decent. It's not the high-end shopping mall. It's not the best one, but it's large and there is a lot of shit going on in there. And when we walked in there a few months ago, 6 months ago maybe, Amanda needed some bras. She wanted to try on and see what size she needed. So we go in there, and the girls working in Victoria's Secrets literally looked like homeless people. Completely disheveled, fucking mismatched clothing, literally like fucking like they had gotten out of jail and didn't have clothes, so they gave them these free clothes. It was fucking crazy. And then they had like swap meet shit for sale. They were selling swap meet vendors. You could buy a swap meet table and sell your trinkets and fucking China bullshit and literally just some shit out of your house you don't want no more. They were selling it in the fucking shopping mall. Our mall was about dead when a sporting goods store called Shields. Oh yeah, Shields is a big deal. It's the size of 5. That's fucking cool, man. That's cool. We all have the prize money back in for the kids and adults. Right on. What does my shirt say? Less 1984, more 1776. We run a different shirt every week. We run 120 pieces, and it's very rare that we ever rerun them. I probably have some of these. You can get these off of the website if you're interested in one. Live in Charlotte. Tight heading to a Mills River, North Carolina. Did you ever have a kangaroo? I have not ever had a kangaroo. Have you had a kangaroo, Carl? And then the comments died. Did we just freeze? What happened? No kangaroo. You should get a kangaroo. Roos can be chill as fuck, or yeah, or deadly, or deadly. That's right. Get a female kangaroo. They're not as aggressive as males. Same thing with your ostriches and your emus and such. Our mall only has JCPenney's left. Half the mall was bought and turned into a hospital. Half is mall, half is hospital. Yeah, we got one of those in Nashville too. Pretty trainable for petting zoos. Yep, you could do a wallaby too. There's different kinds of kangaroos also. Just browsing plate carriers today. Not much out there in Typhon. Yeah, there's probably not much in Typhon, man. Most companies don't make Typhon. I have a recurring nightmare of a jacked up kangaroo chasing you. That's possible. It's cool to have just one donkey, right? They don't need companion, do they? I see fields with just one donkey in them, but I don't know the answer to that. Donkeys will fuck up animals you don't want fucked up also, though, sometimes. Hamster, what's up? Had to explain my 1984 shirt the other day. They were born after 1984. Yeah, a kid that works here told me yesterday. He said, I was watching 1984, and I'm like, holy shit, this has all actually happened. Like, all this stuff is actually happening. I heard you say in a different video that you got multicam black. Is Typhon unobtainium right now? I have a super kit, and that's getting a little old. No, we have Typhon. We are cutting Typhon up to make the last remaining mystery bags. So that's where the labor and Typhon is going right now. Donkey should have a friend. Angie would know. Hi, old sir. Melissa. Excited for Mystery 10 and wonder what it could be. I don't know what it could be. I want Livestock Guardian donkeys. Donkeys are going to be harder to get rid of or train than dogs are, I think. I'm not saying don't do it. I have seen enough videos in the negative of donkeys that I'm not, well, it doesn't matter. I can't get donkeys anyways. I don't have enough grass to support donkeys. Llamas, yeah, alpacas. But a couple dogs, man, nothing beats the dogs. And if fencing is probably easier to keep a donkey in than a dog, though. Can we talk about baldness? I'm suffering. Drop us your hair routine. How about you fuck off? Well, I don't get a vote on the donkeys, but I still want them. If I can afford it, I want to run double fencing the whole way around the property, 5 feet apart and 6 feet high. Run the dogs between the fences. Now you got to do it. You got to do it at least 10, probably more on the corners. You want to come out wider because you need to be able to come through there and mow, and you need to be able to run equipment and such through there. If you do it at 6 feet wide, you're going to fucking hate it. Mine's at 10 feet because I have that in a lot of areas, especially where the paddocks in the back are for the outside perimeter, where the dogs encompass around the chicken areas. I have 4 chicken paddocks, and mine's 10 feet, and it's not big enough. You want to make it just a little bigger than you think you do. And whenever you're like when you're planting your trees, I'm like, oh, if I plant my trees 10 feet apart, I can mow. Nope, I should have done them. I should have done them bigger. I should have done them further apart. If the fences are close together, it keeps the deer out too. Okay. All right. You won't be able to mow. The dogs won't beat it down. Every gate 16 minimum. Our gates are at 16 because that's dual 8s. And the biggest tracks we're going to bring through, the biggest Komatsu tracks were 16 feet apart. And that's why we spaced everything at 16. We're actually closer to 18. Do I remember right that you used some kind of tea tree shampoo? I thought I remembered from a member video. Yeah, I was using something that I just can't get anymore, and now I use Paul Mitchell. You can get a bottle of it about this big, has a pump on there, and it just takes about a dime. Well, for my hair, it takes about a dime size. Doesn't take much at all. It lathers up super good, and it's not expensive. And we're getting more rain than usual. We have gotten more rain this year than usual. Apparently, we had a lot of rain today while we were not here. And it's supposed to rain all week. Didn't realize the back yoke on the Jungle Rig suspenders had a pouch built in. That's really nice. Yeah, that's a holdover from the LBVs. It's the same back panel that goes on the LBV. It will not attach to the LBV, but it's the same pattern. Not here getting shitty, sir. What are we talking about? You coming by to help me rip this deck out? Do you need help here? I could probably get a couple dudes if you need that. It is fucking hot. Hot. I'm already ready for fall. Yeah, isn't that the case, man? When it's freezing, we're like, man, I wish it would warm up. You just rather have my company? Well, you come out here. We'll go eat or something. I'll take you fishing. I know you have never been fishing before. Weather's been all over the place. Rain in the 90s. Any advice for kids trying to put on weight? He eats like a sow and does protein powder. He just started create. How old is he, Boiler Matt? Don, what's up, man? Wrecker, what's up? We were feeding snakes. We fed a bunch of snakes last night, but we fed the big ones tonight. 15, 6'5", 200 pounds. Man, it's probably just the age, dude. I didn't put on any weight till I was probably 21, and I really think that taking Sustanon 250 and Deca, along with testosterone, a couple different cycles, I think that's when I started gaining weight. And I don't know if it's just that at that age I was ready to put on weight. I'm sure it had something to do with the anabolics. Also, you don't know what he's doing when you're not present. So he's 6'5", 200. Yeah, that would be light, huh? What's my suggestion for a protein powder? I personally use MRE. I use MRE and MRE Light. I'm not farty on them. They fill me up if I take MRE. I can use it as a meal replacement. I usually use them as dessert. Ice cream and cake. That's right. Lots of weight. Ice cream and cake. I'll eat junk food. I'll eat cake and shit. I'll eat with a steak. I'm not telling you to do that. You might want to take him and get his blood work done, man. Get his blood work checked. See if you have an optimized U around you. They're going to give you readings and blood work that your normal doctor's not going to. Eggs and clean carbs. Yeah, fibrous carbs, right? So damn hot. If you powder downstairs, that shit turns to corn dog batter. The anesthetic wore off twice while he was digging out my... Oh, shit. Yeah, ribeyes. Especially Glenn and Kiri's ribeyes. Do you mix the MRE powder and water? I use water. Sometimes I'll use milk. We're on a cow share, so we have a gallon of raw milk. I'll mix that. I'll mix it in with that. We use Optimal Nutrition protein powder. Was advised by my doctor to increase protein intake. Have you tried any of Jocko stuff? I have. I don't like Jocko stuff. I tried Jocko stuff. I tried liking Jocko stuff. I suspect that Jocko stuff is made probably in some of the same places that some of the other stuff is. I just found a local raw milk place, and it mixes great with chocolate. Yeah, it mixes great with everything. It's delicious. Real butter, cooked with lard. Yep. I like the Optimal Nutrition Amino. I'm not familiar with Optimal. I use a lot of First Form stuff, and I use a lot of Redcon. I've got a affiliate code for Redcon, code SOE. Will get you 20% off your Redcon order. Tallow is better than lard for a number of reasons, like optimal nutrition. Yeah, Rob Bailey's product line, Run Everything Labs, all that stuff we were selling, that was made by Aaron Singerman, who owns Redcon One. Redcon One MRE is great when I can't get them. Yeah, and even and just as good is the MRE Lite, which has 0 carbs. So instead of using 4 scoops, you're going to use 1 scoop that's even smaller. But it just it tastes good, man. You can mix it with. I did check out. I replied to you last night. I saw them. I did. But you can mix that with milk and the protein powder. You can put half a banana in if you want to, and just mix it in with ice. It makes a great ice cream replacement. Fight over First Strike MREs. Those the First Strike ones are the heavier calorie ones, right? Do you know if that armor company that you team up with makes armor option for your back? They don't. They do not. Pierre said the truck needs to go to Cool Springs for the property. We know. We know. We went to a Toyota dealership here because they were closer. And the dude kept going on and on about this fucking coolant change. And we'd already talked to Pierre, and he's like, you don't need to do it till 100,000. And this motherfucker 3 different times tried to push this coolant change. You know what he didn't say? He didn't say, hey, your brakes are at fucking 30%. He didn't say any of that shit. He's fucking tried to sell this coolant change. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing the coolant change. Well, at least I can call them ahead of time. Yeah, no shit. People also forgot to save tallow from deer and sheep. Yep. It's not an MRE, but it's called an MRE. Got it. Oh, you talking about Redcon One? Yeah, it's called MRE, meal replacement. Aaron Singerman just really likes military service guys. He just really appreciates, and he's done a lot of products with that type of labeling and stuff. You put the tallow in the fridge after opening it, or do you keep it out in the counter? If it does not solidify back, it's not fucking real tallow. Is that? I think I have that right. You will see tallow products that are just kind of nasty. That's because it's not fucking real tallow. 2 lessons learned. Super 8 on the side of the highway is not a restful stay. Closer dealership. We knew the dealership sucked. I took one of the Toyotas to there to have serviced because Franklin said they couldn't get us in when I needed it done originally, like early on. And I took it to Jackson, and it was very lacking. When you open the storage box on the MRAP, and there's nothing but veggie omelets in there. Had a similar experience on the last trip. Highway was 20 yards outside my window. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. Any last minute questions or statements here? We'll go a couple more minutes. Freeze my tallow long term. Yep. I just keep my tallow in my pocket. If you render and strain it completely, you can leave it on your counter. It works really well on the flat top. What happens if you freeze dry it? It won't freeze dry. You can't freeze dry fats and oils. It won't do it. Now, let me get simmer well. What do you say? He freeze dries a fucking lot more than we have. AJ might be off here already. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. No talent. Don't even try. There we go. All right.